Hey, good morning. I got the little hay project done yesterday and I wanted to show you how it came out, and I wanted to kind of go over a couple things I said yesterday. I want to make sure I didn't misspeak. So right here, this is all that old moldy hay. You can kind of see where I stopped. It's maybe not quite half, but it'll be good to, as far as experiment wise to see, we'll have a real good example on that. So what I wanted to talk about is I mentioned the rabbit manure yesterday, and I said it was the best rabbit, it's the best manure, and I really do believe it is. And the reason for that, chicken manure is really, really good, but you have to compost that. It's just too hot. If you put it on a plant, it will burn them up. With rabbit manure, you don't have that. Now, they do say, I've read other places where you don't want to use a lot for potatoes, and I'm putting it where I'm going to have potatoes. I honestly do not believe I'm putting enough on there to hurt it. I think, if you're putting an amendment like this, and an organic amendment, you're not going to hurt your soil, okay? You're not going to hurt your plants. I'm interested in this hay because you've got some brown matter in the leaves, and then you've got green matter in the hay. So will that compost and turn into something a little bit more than just the leaves? So that's another question. Now, we talked about the best manure. Well, there actually is one better. I'm going to show you here real quick if I can find one. This is the ultimate for your garden. So let's take a look here. See. Right here. Where'd he go? Okay. Just a good old common red worm, night crawlers. That is the best thing for your garden. Cover that back up. I wanted to do that early this morning. It's raining here. It's starting to get a little cold, and I was hoping to find one, before they went underground. Now, worm castings are the best, by far and away, the best amendment for your soil. You just can't get any better than that. They will get on these leaves, get underneath them. They will eat all this organic matter, and then in turn, when they go to the bathroom, they create what's called a worm casting. And that is fertilizer on steroids for your garden. You can't get any better than that. Now, another thing with the rabbit manure is you can do several things with it. You can make a tea out of it. You can put some in a 5-gallon bucket, put water in it. They call it steeping. You will steep it for 3 or 4 days, and then you can pour that right onto your plants as a liquid fertilizer. And we'll probably get into the different manures and things like that, and green manures, planting a cover crop in the fall. One of the things that I'm kind of dead set against gardening wise is fall planting or fall tilling. you lose a lot of what's going on here when you just till it up and you leave it bare. I have clay soil, and we'll probably talk about that a lot, but when I till it up, it will just turn into concrete when, when the sun hits it, when it rains on it, gets very, very hard. So I really don't want to do a lot of tilling unless I have to. But I just kind of wanted to mention that because I did say that rabbit was the best, but I got to thinking about it, and actually worm castings are the best. They do also say to watch putting rabbit manure around deciduous trees. A deciduous tree is any tree that loses its leaves. Now again, I honestly believe that you can't hurt a plant by applying a little. If you planted the whole thing in rabbit manure, instead of dirt, something like that, yeah, maybe. But here's what I did. I planted this tree right here, and you can see there's a little bit of rabbit manure in there. I just used it basically as a mulch, and that was an apple tree. And then come over here, and I planted a pear tree. And again, I used just a covering of rabbit manure, and that to me, that's going to decompose. It's going to compost down. It's going to get into that soil, and it's going to help them roots. I planted these in early fall, so to me, that just is going to kind of give them a little kickstart to get them through the winter. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But again, if you have any comments, or if you have an experience with something like that, please let me know in the comments. And I am always willing to listen when it comes to gardening. All right, well, that's about it for right now. It's really starting to rain, and so I will talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.